psychos, and welcome to Horror React episode number 6. This episode we're going to be doing urban legends. Yeah, do you like the background? I've decided to change it. So we're doing urban legends. I wanted to do this for a little bit. Where I got the urban legends will be in the description, so you can go check that out and read more because there's a lot, but I'm only going to read a few because I don't want this video to be super long. I say that in every video, but it's true. So I hope you enjoy this. And Friday, so tomorrow, I will be talking about who I am waking from the dead for my cosplay that you guys found out about. Anyways, let's get into it. As you know, this episode is talking about urban legends, so let's get into it. I'm only going to be reading a few, but if you would like to read any more from this source, please check the link in the description below, and it'll take you to where I found these. The first urban legend comes from Alabama, and it's called Hell's Gate Bridge. The generally accepted story of Hell's Gate Bridge starts in the 1950s. A young couple driving over the bridge somehow drove their car off the bridge one night and they both drowned. There are two legends associated with Hell's Gate Bridge. One, that if you drive your car out to the middle of the bridge and turn off the lights, the couple will appear in your back seat, and they will leave a wet spot. The other, which is how the bridge got its name, is the belief that if you drive over the bridge and look over your shoulder, halfway through, the scenery behind you turns into a portrait to hell engulfed in flames. Potentially to curb ghost hunters and bored teenagers, Hell's Gate Bridge is closed to cars, and it is in such disrepair that walking across it is strictly forbidden. Next story comes from Arizona, and it's called The Ghosts of Slaughterhouse Canyon. The story of Slaughterhouse Canyon takes place during the gold rush, during the 1800s. There was a family who lived down in the canyon. They were very poor, so the father would venture out into the canyon for food for his family. As you might have guessed, one day the father did not return, so his family slowly descended into madness. The mother, unable to bear listening to her children cry, put on her wedding dress, murdered her children, and then threw herself into a nearby river. The next day, she succumbed to starvation herself. The legend states that if you go down to Slaughterhouse Canyon at night, even now you will hear the loud, anguished cries of the mother who lost her mind. The next one comes from Arkansas, and it is the Boggy Creek Monster. The Boggy Creek Monster, version of Sasquatch, he's commonly accepted to be around 7 or 8 feet tall and covered in hair. Legend says that he roams the creeks of rural Arkansas. He was first spotted in 1834 when people reported seeing a wild man. People still claim to spot the Bog Creek Monster today, and he has been the subject of 5 featured-length films, including 1972's The Legend of Boggy Creek. The next one comes from Colorado, and it's The Many Legends of Riverdale Road. Riverdale Road is the site of not 1, but 8 creepy stories, ranging from a Hell's Gate to ghosts. The stretch of the road is direct. The creepiest story, though, is that of the phantom jogger. One day there was a driver who hit a jogger, freaked out, and left him for dead. Now it's said that if you park at the site of the crash, you'll hear disembodied footsteps getting closer and closer to your car. People have reported handprints on their windows and banging noises as if someone was kicking the outside. The next one comes from Florida, and it is the gravity-defying Spook Hill. The phenomenon that happens at Spook Hill is real. Cars that are parked in neutral will appear to roll uphill. But the truth is, it's actually just an illusion created by the hill's surroundings. While cars appear to be rolling uphill, they're still rolling down. The last one we're going to do is from Indiana, and it is called the 100-Step Cemetery. The 100-Step Cemetery is located in the town of Brazil. I didn't know there was a Brazil, Indiana. Though the official address is actually, while it is not clear when the story about the being haunted began, there are gravestones that date back to the 1860s. The legend states that if someone finds themselves in the cemetery at midnight, they must climb the steps and count to 100. At this point, a ghost of an undertaker will appear and show you a vision of their dead. On the way back down, the visitor is supposed to count the steps again. If they count the same amount of steps, the vision was fake. People who visit the cemetery in the past have tried to outsmart the supernatural forces in 100 steps by avoiding the steps altogether. They're reported being knocked or shoved to the ground by an unseen force. I hope you enjoyed that episode. That was really fun to do. Yeah, so that was it. I don't want this video to get super long there, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I messed up on some names, or if you're from that state and you know that urban legend and you want to let me know more about it, please comment down below if you know another version of the story, because we all know that urban legends are kind of different for everyone, and everyone has a different version that they've heard as a kid or have heard now. So if you do have a different version of something from one of the states, or you're from that state and you've heard a different version, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. If you would like to become a little psycho, please hit the subscribe button down below or on the end screen. Also, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload next. And if you would like to ask me anything or tell me anything, please DM me at my Instagram. That is the platform that I use the most. I do use Reddit a lot too. Tumblr and Snapchat, not so much. So I hope you have a good day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!